Please come. Hi.
Thank you, sir.
Archana, we have met before? No. Please introduce yourself, Archana.
So my name is Archana Nayak.
Yes.
I am from Khordha.
Yes.
I have completed my 10th from Chilkaran English Medium School, Balugaon. Then I completed my 12th from BJP Junior College, Bhubaneswar. After that I completed my graduation from College of Agriculture, OUT, Bhubaneswar. After that I pursued my masters from College of Agriculture, Bhubaneswar in the Department of Seed Science and Technology. My hobbies are cooking and painting.
Okay, very good. Got bronze medals for one act play held at All India Agricultural Unity in college, a dramatic function. What was your supporting role in that drama, Archana?
Sir, I was a sister-in-law.
Very good. What is the drama about?
Sir, that was normally a family drama kind of story in college.
You remember it or do you remember it?
Yes, sir.
Good. And what is this one? Bronze one? Okay, that's what you said. Very good. And agriculture and forestry. What do you think of the Uniform Civil Code which has come center stage now? Uniform Civil Code.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts, considered thoughts?
Sir, I think Uniform Civil Code now should be avoided as India.
Avoided?
Sir,
Okay.
as India is secular,
Yeah.
so it may hamper the Article 25 to 28, which gives freedom of religion.
Tahale Archana. So, why is it incorporated as a directive principles in the Constitution?
Yes, sir.
Our Constitution makers, our fathers,
Yes, sir.
why in their wisdom
Yes, sir.
they put it there? Government should or the state should endeavor
Yes, sir.
to bring about uniform civil code
Yes, sir.
in their wisdom. Are we questioning the wisdom of our constitutional fathers, constitution makers? You are questioning the wisdom, Archana.
No, sir, means right.
Did they know? I mean, I am taking it because you are a very sharp and brilliant student, Archana. They are the people who put the fundamental rights and then immediately thereafter
Yes, sir.
put the direction also. Were they not aware how fundamental rights are there, freedom of religion is there, or they did a very slipshod constitution and they did not see that they are mutually antagonistic, which is what you seem to suggest, Archana.
So no, sir, they are right. But I think when everyone will be ready to accept this thing.
How long are you going to take? Already 70 years we have allowed to lapse. It has become a dead letter or we are ignoring it. We are ignoring the wisdom of our freedom fighters, our great leaders. We are just neglecting it. And how long we going to say, in your view, how long are we going to take? When is the time going to be ripe enough for us to bring about a legislation? Take him to make it precise. It is the fundamental rights you are saying are violated. Who are the victims? If that is so, who are the victims of a non-uniform civil code, different civil codes?
Sorry, sir.
Mane, who are the people? Why the government or the constitution makers wanted that? Why they felt the need? It is an imperative that the country should be uniform in civil law. What is the meaning of civil law? Kaak mind rakiri amana kaile amara constitution makers. They were worried about whom in particular? the women in the minority religions who are not getting equal status.
Yes, sir.
There is a discrimination.
Yes, sir.
And our constitution, there should be no discrimination based on sex, creed or religion, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
That's one of the most important things, fundamental right.
Yes, sir.
But then, don't you think in some minority religions, the women, even though India become independent, they are not getting the equality,
Yes.
which is the most important fundamental right.
Yes, sir.
I mean, with due respect, academically, do you think that in Islam, with due respect, I'm not meaning any disrespect at all,
Yes, sir.
but to be very frank about it, do you think they enjoy the same status, same rights as, let us say, in Hindu
No, sir.
women? But are you not concerned about it as an Indian citizen?
Yes, sir.
How long are we going to allow? I'm not for or against. This only, I'm just provoking you. How long are we going to wait?
Sir, I think we need to reform some other laws which are against them.
Okay,
After that, we can apply.
okay. So, what are the other laws you have in mind? Why should we?
Sir, that triple talaq that has been banned. Some other things like they are banned to go school in some cases.
What about polygamy?
Yes, sir. That should also be banned, I think.
How do you do it? How do you do it?
Triple talaq is said very well. Yes, polygamy is it not a? Is it all right?
No, sir.
When you have more than one spouse, is it not something very antagonistic to the concept of equality,
Yes, sir.
justice, gender justice?
Yes. Sir,
Yeah.
I think these things should be managed first.
How do you
Then-
manage?
Sir, we can bring some law.
Our concept is that we are staying in one nation.
Yes, sir.
There should be one law. There should be one people. That people means one tax.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, sir, let us not impose our let me finish and then but it's we'll come to the discussion. But no, we are stopping there because it's a good thing. I was only provoking you. Obviously, there are other considerations. So you can argue other way, sir. It is not for nothing we waited. If we, as a system, as a nation, waited 75, there must be some solid reasons.
Yes.
So let us not rush through. That's a valid point. We were only provoking you. Okay, our own views we are only provoking you. Okay, that's also a good point. Then internationally, what is happening in Russia and Ukraine theatre of war?
Sir, currently?
It has been going on for
Yes,
one and a
sir.
half year. There was a development in Russia. We were told there was a kind of a mutiny, and the Russian soldiers from the borders, they were turning and then marching towards Moscow. Did you see that news? No. Don't worry about that. But what about the stand that India has been taking? India has not joined the majority of the nations in the UN in condemning Russia.
Yes, sir.
We refuse to condemn. To this day, we are not condemning at all, nor are we joining that sanctions regime.
Yes, sir.
And some people are saying that India is a great country, but it is a blatant violation, aggression. Clearly, they are the aggressors. What is the problem for India to join the other majority of the nations and say this is wrong?
Yes, sir. Russia is our great partner.
Hmm.
Sir, we have very good deal. We have also very good history.
Wonderful. Just one last point and then I am done for want of time. When you become an administrator,
Yes, sir.
what will be your priority areas? Let us say you become the collector in due course. What will be your priorities?
Sir, my first priority will be the ground level, grassroots level work. Sir, in most of the villages, particularly the tribal people, they are not getting their proper, means they are not aware of the schemes that are available, that are given to them. So I think they should be aware first, and the category they have been given, they should use it properly. They have been given advantages of category, so they should be using that. They are not getting proper education. So some of our
ये दिख रहे आपने कौन करी बांगे?
sir awareness campaigns and I will conduct meetings so that the other officials will conduct survey that everyone is going to school or not.
Corruption is okay, sorry. In this, corruption is a big worry, particularly because we are talking about the corruption law, corruption in the police station or tahsil level. Let us be honest about it. So how will you tackle it when you become an administrator? At whatever level.
Sir,
You will ignore it, or chalta hai, it's everywhere. You will take it in your stride, or what will be your stand?
sir, I will try to contact with my senior officials about this.
If they are corrupt, sorry, don't mind. If they themselves are corrupt, what will you do? I mean, it's a practical question.
Yes, sir.
Then what will you do? You will think about it. Do think about it. Okay, sir.
You said that you belong to Khurda,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So I'll take you to another area now, that is the cultural aspect. In what way has Khurda contributed
Yes, sir.
to Odisha's culture?
Sir, Khordha, sir, Paika rebellion was one of the most important event that had occurred in Odisha, which comes from Khordha.
When?
Sir, 1817.
Okay.
Yes, sir, Paika rebellion. Paika were the basically peasant militia who were doing their cultivation on land given by king, and when called upon, they perform military activities.
So they were known as peasants in uniform Bilimandrakta. Okay.
Yes.
They were termed as peasants in uniform.
Peasants in union.
Right.
Yes.
Cool.
Sir, so when East India Company invaded their land, they imposed taxes on their land, so they are deprived of their land. So the Paika rebel arised. So at that time, Boxi Jagabandhu led the mass and fought against the
Okay.
Britishers.
Okay. This is one aspect.
Yes, sir.
Any other aspect in which Khurda contributes in a very big way to Odisha's culture, Indian culture?
Sir, Paika Akhada is there.
No. That is one. Paiko, Akhada, everything one side. Anything else?
Yes, sir.
There are a lot of sites.
Yes, sir. Sir, Chilika is there.
No, I'm talking about Khandagiri, Udayagiri.
Yes, sir. Khandagiri Uday.
I'm
Sir,
talking
Temple
about,
City.
I'm talking about Dholi.
Yes, sir.
These are two units,
Yes, sir.
two locations in one district.
Yes, sir.
In what way have they contributed? For example, Dholi.
Yes, sir.
How has Dholi contributed?
Sir,
What do you find in Dholi?
So it's the Santi Stupa.
That's a modern
Yes.
concept. Anything else is there? For which they built the Santi Stupa there?
Sir,
Why did they build the Santi Stupa there and not in Udayagiri, Khandagiri? Why did they do it there? There must be a reason.
yes, sir.
Because there you have the first monolithic structure of Odisha, sculptural forepart of an elephant. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And you have the Ashokan inscription there.
Yes.
In which other place of Odisha do you have a second Ashokan inscription? Jogura in Ganjam. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You know anything about Kharavada?
Sir,
Please do.
Yes, sir.
Please do just look into the Hathi Gumpha inscription.
Yes, sir.
Achha, when was the Indian National Congress established?
Sir, 1895. No, sir. So sorry, sir.
1885.
1885.
18?
85.
And who, when did the non-cooperation movement start off?
Non-cooperation movement, 1920.
And what was the issue?
Sir, sir, they, sorry, sir, I'm unable to recall that.
Which is the first Odia printed newspaper?
Satyavadi.
Printed newspaper. Utkala Deepika.
Deepika, yes, sir.
Okay. Which was that before we have the present state of Odisha,
Yes.
they were princely states.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And they merged together and we have the
Yes.
present
Yes, sir.
state. Okay. Which was the last state that merged to Odisha?
Last date.
Last princely state that merged,
Sorry, sir.
Mayurbhanj. when did this Odisha as a province had an independent identity?
So 1936,
When? 1936?
April 1.
And what was the ground or what was the basis on which it was separated?
Mm.
Look into that. And can you tell me anything about the present Panchayat Raj system? And do we have any reference in early history which maybe we have taken off from that point and have introduced it in the modern times?
No, sir.
Now, what is this Panchayat Raj system?
So Panchayat Raj system is a 3-tier system in which we have one at district level, one at block level and one at village level. So for easy implementation of all the laws and schemes, these things are made. So these are 3 tiers. So at the upper level there is Jilla Parishad, and at the middle level there is
Okay, the early reference, fine. The early reference to this system is from the Cholas, when in 920 AD they had introduced the local self-government, which is even now very clearly seen in an inscription by the name of Uttara Merur inscription. And the king was Parantaka first. Okay, you have to relate
Yes, sir.
ancient with modern and how things have developed. Okay, sir.
Archana,
Yes, sir.
you belong to Khordha district.
Yes.
Can you name bordering districts of Khordha?
Sir,
Bordering districts of your Khordha.
sir, Puri, Ganjam, Cuttack.
You said Puri in which direction? Ganjam in which direction?
Uh,
When you place your
Yes, sir.
district, the neighboring districts will be on north.
yes, sir.
So accordingly you say.
Cuttack in north, Puri in south, and Ganjam in west.
In other district, bordering district.
Sorry,
So
sir.
have you come across what the rare earth deposits?
Sir,
Rare earth deposits in your neighboring district. In Odisha, how many blocks are there?
sir, in Odisha. Sorry, sir, in Odisha, I don't know.
What is the difference between Panchayat and Panchayat Samiti?
Sorry, sir.
What is the total tribal population in Odisha?
Sir, 62. Sir, 62 number of tribes are present. Sir, exact figure.
How many, and what is the percentage of their population to the total population of Odisha?
Sir, percentage I don't know.
What is reservation? What do you mean by reservation?
Sir, reservation is it is given to some category of people who are represented less in our community, in our society. So they are given certain privileges so that they can come out of their society and develop.
Is Nayak not adjoining to your district?
Yes, sir.
Then why are you forgetting?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good, Archana. I think you must have done well in your optionals because they are your own subject.
Yes.
I believe you must have done well. And this is your first interview.
Yes.
How do you feel? This is only a mock interview. How do you feel? You feel comfortable or uncomfortable?
So comfortable.
Comfortable. These questions will inspire you. Democracy is a very important thing because we think it came after our constitution. No, it is there in the earlier times. Our people have practiced democracy. There is inscription about it. Beautiful democracy. So when we know it, then we can face the Westerners. We are an ancient democracy. We know what it is. Don't try to preach to us. Once we are, otherwise you will think that only now 40 years, 70 years we are a democratic, otherwise we are barbarians. No. when our Honorable Prime Minister says, don't, or our Foreign Minister says, don't teach us democracy. These are all in black and white and rocks and all the inscription. We come to India and see. So we get a pride, garvasji, and an assurance. These fellows, with due respect to them, they need not teach us. You see, that kind of a thing. So that's an inspiring thing.
Yes, sir.
Jamiti sir kaile, coming down to earth. Yes, our district, we cannot overlook the bordering Nayak. In other words, while we have our heads, the feet should be planted firmly on the earth as a development administrator. That is the idea. From the Cholas to present day, where is Nayak? What is the direction? How are we positioned? Just to inspire, not to intimidate you. Okay.
You have come here for that purpose.
Yes, sir.
You have to find out, do away with your Nayak.
Yes, sir.
So that you go with good solid.
You know everything, not that we see. That means you gave 3, if you are not giving it doesn't mean anything. This is only a
Mark.
This is only
Not
to inspire.
final.
That's all, okay?
Yes, sir.
And so, Archana, any questions from your
When
side?
is your interview date?
So 16.
1/6.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You see, when you came in and when you go out, you should go out your morale high, confidence high, not the other way around.
Yes, sir.
If it is so, then we would have failed in our purpose.
Purpose.
This is not
This
interview. This is not
First.
interview. This is
Sir,
the
second written.
Written?
Written first.
written first, man.
Sir, previously I have given once, but I didn't qualify the prelims. Yes.
Yeah. So this is first interview.
Yes, sir.
You
You
will
qualified prelim, you qualified main, again you are appearing for him. That means you have some substance. You have written nicely so that you are qualified. So only thing we are going to organize you nicely.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
that
sir.
you succeed.
Just one word before sir tells you. You have mentioned painting in your hobby.
Yes, sir.
You might get some questions on painting.
Yes, sir.
What was the earliest painting?
So, earliest painting.
There are 2 types of painting. Just read rock art. Just one line. Okay, where they do painting, and the other is they scoop out. Sorrow kari gote scoop out kar debe dekh seta paint karibe. Rock art, right? That was the earliest.
Yes, sir.
Thousands and thousands of years earlier. Look into painting. They might ask you what's the origin. Like we talk always about foreign painters and like in India we have, in Odisha we have rock art sites. Okay,
Yes.
Sita Vinci is one of them in Keonjhar, and in Jharsuguda and that region we have Bikram Khol and other things. We have a lot of locations where we have rock art. Just take it.
Yes, sir.
Right.
These questions might be asked.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, what should I read about Odisha more? Odisha. For Odisha journey.
कितने दिन अच्छी बाकी
16.
Huh? 5
days.
5 days, sir? No. See, don't feel nervous. Consolidate. See, just ये जो मिली पे अपन को, ये जो interview copy था, just think about it. Basic thing is consolidate. You see, this is an assessment to your personality.
Yes, sir.
We are repeating it. Your personality is what you are. How old are you?
Sir,
How old are you?
sir, 26.
26 years of personality. A few days here and there. Hardly matters. That is the basic thing you have to write. Even if you are not answering any of the question, it hardly matters. You get the point.
Yes, sir.
But why mock interviews? To prepare you mentally. The tip is from beginning to end, you should not lose your confidence.
Yes, sir.
You should not look anxious. Smile, which you do that also.
Yes.
Because now you are looking very panicky and all. No, that is not confident. What you read the newspapers, reflect upon it. In fact, the answer for your first uniform civil code is a brilliant answer. You held your ground, and that is the right answer.
Yes, sir.
Not because we are saying, sir, no, why, etc. These are all shoutings from us, posturing. Your answer is the correct answer. We think before we leave, like Manipur is burning. And then there can be 2-3 possible attitudes, opposition saying that. So there is no factual error there. But that is your personality. Everybody saw UCC, but I am not saying, because I am standing my ground. That is the true test of your personality.
Yes.
You are a wonderful personality, Archana. Okay? You are making it. God bless you. Have no doubts. Read Samaj. Next is just coolly reflect.
Yes.
Okay? All the best.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you, Archana.
We want to see you in the list.
Thank you.
Okay.